these notes are for redox reactions, and I'm going to do problem number 11 from worksheet 3. It is a redox balancing reaction that is basic. Let's get in pen mode. Pointer options, felt tip pen. We don't want red. How about yellow? And let's get rid of that red. Erase all ink on slide. So again, I'm doing number 11 over here, number 11 on worksheet 3, worksheet number 3 in the redox section. I'm going to break the reaction up into two halves. I'm going to start with the first half. I'm going to go CrOH2 yields CrO4 2 minus. And the first thing I'm going to look for are the elements that are not O and H. Are they balanced? Cr is balanced, Cr is balanced. Now I'm going to do the O's. Here I have two O's because that's 2 times 1 is 2. On this side I have 4. I can balance the oxygens by adding water, nothing else. So I'm going to kind of work backwards here. Oh, wow. I don't know how to undo that. I'm going to add 2 waters. Squeeze in there, so now I have 2 oxygens plus 2 is 4, and that matches 4. When I added the waters, the H's got disturbed. So now I have 4 H's there, plus 2 H's there is 6, so I can balance the H's by adding H pluses. Plus 6 H plus. Let's make sure I didn't lose my thought from one side to the left side. So 6 H's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great, now that I did that, the charges are messed up. Let's look at the charges on this side. In total, we have 1 times a 2 minus is a 2 minus, and 6 times a 1 plus is a 6 plus. Over here, I have 0 and 0. That one's 0, and that one is 0, because I don't see any negative or positives. That adds up to a plus 4, so I must need to add 4 electrons. That's all you can do to balance the charge, is by adding electrons. I'm going to add 4 electrons. And that, the 4 minus, will cancel the 4 plus, and now I have 0. I think I'm going to have to try to erase some of this. Erase me. Oh, you're not erasing. I don't know how to erase. Oh, lift up and it goes away. Ha! Zebedida. Alright, I think we have enough space now. Let's go back to our little pointer. Hopefully it goes back to yellow. So we did the first half, now let's do the next half. I'm going to do it right underneath here. I'm going to go BrO minus yields Br minus. First we balance just the elements, 1Br, 1Br. Now we do the O's. 1O, I can balance those O's by adding 1 H2 over here. H2O. Now I have 1O on each side. Now once I added the waters, I disturb the H's. I have 2 H's on this side. Now I'm going to add 2 H pluses over here. Now once I enter the H's in, I look at the charge. I'm going to do this one up above this time. The total charge on this side is a 2 plus and a 1 minus. And over here we have a total charge of a 1 minus. They have to be equal. It doesn't have to be 0, but they just need to be equal. A 2 plus and a 1 minus equals a 1 plus. Well, if I add negatives to the right side, I'm only going to get more negative. So I better add something to the left side, and that looks correct in the scheme of things because in the upper equation, my electrons are on the right side, so in this one they must be on the left side. And how many will I add? I think I'm going to add 2 electrons. So if I add 2 negatives, 2 E negatives, that will cancel the 2 plus and leave me with a 1 minus, which equals the 1 minus on the other side. Now, the next step is to make sure the E's are equal in both equations so we can get rid of them. You cannot have E's in the final equation. So I'm going to multiply this whole second equation by 2. And I'm going to multiply it by 2 such that we get 4 electrons here to cancel out the 4 electrons in this one. So I'm going to have 4 electrons, I'm rewriting this, plus 4H plus 2BRO minuses yields. Keep carrying the 2 all the way through. What you do to one side, you got to do to the other side. Plus 2 waters. Now I'm going to combine both equations, the left plus the left and the right plus the right. Here we go. I'm going to start with the top one. Hopefully we have enough space. 2 waters plus that CrOH2 is not canceled out. My pen just went kooky manuki. And I'm going to go plus 4 electrons plus 4H pluses plus 2BRO minuses, a yield sign. I'm going to go back up to that top one and bring that down now. Oh boy, this is, oh look at, I did that line again. What am I doing? CrO4, that's a 2 minus, plus 6H plus, tiny writing, plus 4 electrons. Now I add the Br stuff, plus the 2Br, it's close together, minus plus 2 waters. Oh, phew, got them in there. 2 waters. Now let's combine like terms. What should we start with? Let's get rid of the 4 E's. We'll say Bon Jovi, shot through the heart. Now you're gone. Let's combine the H's. I see some H's here. A 4H and a 6H. Let's do an equal sign here, or an arrow sign. So a minus 4H and a minus 4H is going to give me, let me rewrite the CrO4, 2 minus, make sure I have enough space, is going to give me 2 H pluses, 2 H pluses there. Now what's the next like term I can combine? How about, oh, look at that water and that water are equal and opposite. We get rid of them. Shot through the heart and you're to blame. Let's rewrite it now. I think there are no more like terms. CrOH2 plus, we got rid of that, 2BRO minus, ginormous yield sign. Look at that beauty. That's a lovely one. CrO4 2 minus plus the 2 H's plus 2Br minus. Now if this were an acidic problem, you would stop here because it's left as acidic with the H's. But it's not acidic, it's basic. The last rule with the basic is find your H pluses. Here we have 2 H pluses. It says add to both sides, because you have to treat both sides equally, the number of OH minuses, so we're going to add OH minuses, squeeze me in there, equal to the H pluses. So I'm going to add 2 of those. And let me go over here before I forget and add my 2. Look at me right backwards. H minus O with a 2. What is trickery-nickery neat about this is that the OH minus neutralizes this H. They hook up and they actually form 2 waters. So we'll have CrO4 2 minus, I'm just starting to rewrite, plus, let's do the water part, 2 waters plus 2Br minus. Now let's go back over here. We have the 2 OH minuses plus CrOH2 plus the 2BRO minuses. Haha! Any like terms? No. Let's see if we actually have it balanced though. What should we start with? Let's start with the BRs. We have 2 BRs. 2 BRs. That's beautiful. What do I want to do next? CRs will be easier. 1 CR, 1 CR. Yes. Let's do the O's. Last but not least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 O's. Let's see on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now the H's. 2 plus 2 is 4. Oh, yes. 4 H's. Now we do the charge. I'm going to do squiggly niggly noodle dee doo. We have a 2 minus and a 2 minus. That adds up to a 4 minus. It better be 4 minus over here. Oh, yes. Over here, the total charge is a 2 minus and a 2 minus adds up to a 4 minus. We are balanced in terms of charge and the number of atoms. Woo! You deserve a smiley face. Good luck balancing redox reactions. that is the end of the lesson for today.